My dear community, welcome to my channel. My name is Wei-Jen, and I help people to attract the lifestyle and love they desire to have by expanding their awareness, self-love, and energy vibration. Today, the topic that I want to talk about is mastering self-love, which is the key component to attract the lifestyle, the dream, and then the love that I want to have. So I remember I started my spiritual awakening journey back to around 2018 or 2019. And I had this moment, it was a hard bottom for me to hit, where I felt that everything that I knew before, everything that I learned from my family, from my parents, did not serve me at all. Because what happened before I started my spiritual awakening journey, and then I went through this personal transformation journey as well, what happened before that was that I put other people's on the pedestal, meaning that I put other people's, their needs, desire, and feelings above my needs, desire, and feelings as well. And I would swallow that, my feelings. I would compress my feelings, my needs, and desire into a concrete container until my container was pretty full. Then I started to act it out. I started to, become very confusing, and I do, certain confusing things to confuse myself because I was already confused. And then inevitably, other people also felt confused about my behavior as well. And so I created this, sense of chaos, in my relationship with myself, my relationship with other people, because I didn't know what was the most important thing to me. What did I value the most, right? I felt like I was a train wreck. And, part of the reason is because Besides, I didn't start my spiritual awakening journey and the personal development journey. I didn't also have a certain of role model in my family to show me, to demonstrate to me what does self-love really look like and feels like. So I learned it in a really hard way. Now today, looking back, I would say that, I feel so grateful and appreciate because of those journey, because of those, my dysfunctional alcoholic family background that got me to learn, even though, I got to learn in a very hard way, I still feel tremendous gratitude and appreciation to those people that didn't provide me as a kid that they should provided me. I also appreciate that, my disease of codependency got me to realize how self-love, it is so essential, so important to, to level up my lifestyle, to have a wider perspective, to be wiser, and to have more wisdom, to the end where I can start to attract the life and the love that I desire to have. And so I want to share this journey with you, my experience with you, and hopefully you will get some insights and inspiration from it. Now, the other thing that I want to talk about is that I remember when I used to put other people on the pedestal, right? And then I ignore my feelings, or I don't speak up for myself, or I just sweep everything under the rug, or I just ignore the most important issues in this room, right? That's what we call the elephants in the room. I thought, there was a part of me that I was doing it to get more love, to get more validations and approval and affection and love, attention from other people because I was serving them. And then I was expecting and then hoping that I will get what I want. And they will become the person or people that I want them to be. So I can feel better about myself. I can feel I have a sense of oxygen that I can breathe. I can feel that I had a purpose to exist on this planet. Guess what? When things didn't go the way that I wanted, as you can imagine, before I started my spiritual awakening journey, it became very unmanageable about my life because I didn't have a tool. I didn't have the wisdom. I didn't realize how self-love is so crucial for me to realize that maybe in some certain situations or relationship, I have to start to really stand up for myself and speak up for myself and walk away easily, kindly, and move myself from a certain position that they don't serve me any longer. Now, does that mean those people or situations are bad to me? Probably. But I also learned from those journey that people, when they're not good for me anymore, or they're not healthy to me anymore, right? I have to accept that is the reality at that moment. And I have a choice that I can either continue to stay where I am and still hoping that, I will get some different outcome from that situation. Or maybe it's time for me to kindly and gracefully remove myself from that position. And that can implement into so many different aspects of my life. That, that kind of philosophy or theory of saying no to other people can implement into my old dating life, or my relationship at the professional setting, or my relationship with my husband today, and even more than that, my relationship with my parents as well. I know that my parents used to give me a huge headache because my mother is still untreated severe codependent, and my dad, he just never gives me the father love that I crave and then I deserve to have as a kid, right? And so I needed that, and I still crave to have father love sometimes, but I also know that I get to love myself first. And I can't go back to that little child at that time. Nobody can. My father, he can't. But I get to have the strength and the resilience to nurture that my inner child, telling her that it's okay that you didn't get the father love that you wanted to get, but I am here for you, and I'm sitting right next to you, holding your hand, and I'm not going to abandon you. That's a way that I also express how much I love myself today. Self-love can be expressed in so many different ways. Sometimes I also am very aware that, in order to take care of myself, love myself enough, I have to say no to other people. Because when I say no to other people for the certain things or for a certain relationship that I don't have a desire to be there, I get to say yes to me. We all only have 24/7. Nobody gets either less or more, besides 24/7. And I understand that, because we all get only 24/7, we only have a very limited capacity to spend our time and our energy and our attention and making our effort with the things that we really want to focus on, we desire to cultivate with people who we really care and who we think is very important to us, right? So if I say yes to everything, to some parties which I have truly no desire to go whatsoever, right? I am wasting my life and my energy and my attention, my time in something that, that is meaningless to me. And then that just eventually becomes so empty to me. I know if I do that, my life will gradually feel and become very meaningless and lack of purpose. And I don't think, I will be able to want to stand here and then share with you my experience, strength, and hope, and my wisdom. So that is the power of the choice, that I get to choose, right? Do I really want to, do I really want to spend my time and effort and energy, do this thing or be with this person? Or actually, there are some more important things that I value them more, and then I want to spend time, quality time, to focus on, right? So that's another way that I value, how self-love, how it is so important to me. Without self-love, I would imagine that my life will become a little bit, uncertain and be more unmanageable. And I probably will always, consciously or subconsciously, see other people as they are my center, and I just lost my center, if that makes sense to you. Now, the other thing I also want to share with you guys is that I do this positive affirmations daily, every day, as a way to practice self-love. So that just, gives me some energy and cultivating the trust within me, and then the trust, between me and the universe, or the higher power, or the wisdom. Some people, they call that, but it's the highest self, that the relationship, the trust that I've been cultivating with my higher power. And then that's also another way to express and to practice my self-love. I know years ago, I had a tendency that I tend to not say no to people when I didn't really want to, be with them. So it was a very hard, challenging thing for me to say no to people. So here is also another tip that I practice, and I feel today I am more comfortable to say no to others when I clearly don't have desire. So here's how I practice. Every single day, after I do my positive affirmations, I would also consciously decide, I am also going to practice saying no to some certain situations or to a person. And that thing can start with very trivial, very small, not important whatsoever, right? I can start to pick one day, just practice once every day, and to say no. It can be a barista, if a barista wants to offer me a coffee or recommend me to, pick another drink, which I clearly don't have a desire to want to try, right? I get to practice say thanks, but no thanks. I would prefer something else, right? So that is something that I started to practice. And eventually I noticed that when there is a really big decisions or a curveball throwing at me from the universe, such as, I got to choose which job that I want to do, or I got to choose which relationship I want to be with, I want to be in this, I want to be in, then that is a moment I started to have a strength and familiarity and solid muscle to say, yes, I want this and I don't want that. And it doesn't have to be, mean. When I say no, I can, still maintain that kindness and that loving quality when I say no to others. So I think that's about it that I want to share today. If you have any, feedback or any comments or insights that you want to share with me, please feel free to leave the comments below of this video. I will go through that, and I really appreciate that you spend your time watching my video. If you find this is really helpful to you, please also feel free to like this video and to even share this video. You never know, there are a lot of people that are seeking helps out there. You never know, this could change their life as well. And also, if you really like my content, also feel free to subscribe my channel, because I upload my new video, every couple of days. And if you want to dive into a personal transformation, right, feel free also to book a 30 minutes discovery call with me to find out whether or not working with me is a right fit to you. I'm here to help, and I want to be able to contribute in our community in any way that I can. Because when I help other people, I also get to help myself. Thank you so much again for watching my video, and I wish you have a fabulous day. Bye!